In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Clone Captain Locke for the Clone Wars line, and he was a Kmart exclusive and under the Shadow Darkside banner. I did get this action figure at Kmart back in 2010 or 11 when he was released. I distinctively recall seeing a whole bunch of this guy and then a whole bunch of the updated Johto cast as well, and I ended up choosing Captain Locke here instead. And I have no regrets about that because he's a great action figure, great addition to the collection, another great unique clone trooper to add. He is the clone officer who serves under Eth Koth that we see in the episode there where General Grievous basically ambushes their ship and takes them prisoner. Unfortunately, we never got the rest of Captain Locke's Clone Legion released from Hasbro. I think that would have been a great battle pack opportunity. Perhaps they could have done Eth Koth, Captain Locke, and then a few of his troopers as well. Or maybe even just a 4-pack of the troopers instead. But this was during the time where the line was starting to dwindle down. I don't think the sales were where Hasbro wanted them. So I suppose we should be fortunate that we at least got Captain Locke here. And doing this video reminds me of how much I miss shopping at Kmart. I think at the time of this video, there's only like one more Kmart left in the US, down in Miami. But Kmart was definitely the place to look for action figures back in the day. I found a lot of hidden gems there. And a lot of good stories of shopping there. My particular Kmart went out back in 2017, unfortunately. But I think the next closest thing we got to Kmart shopping now is like Ollie's. I was going through an Ollie's the other day, and that's what it reminded me of. But anyways, for Captain Locke here, same sculpt as all the other clones, but I do think he has an entirely new helmet sculpt. You might think that's borrowed from Commander Cody, but it's not. And that's because he doesn't have a removable helmet, but unfortunately he has a flesh color neck underneath. So it makes me wonder if originally they may have planned for him to have a removable helmet, or maybe this body is borrowed from Cody, and of course Cody did have the removable helmet, and then they just did the new head instead, which is very possible. I like the green color scheme he has. It's very unique. Has a little bit of a pattern on his shoulder there, and the antenna here, communicator, a little bit of a design on the side of his visor there, some green on his thighs and his knees there. Fortunately, my figure hasn't really yellowed over the years. I would say his feet are a little bit of a different shade compared to the rest of his armor. Same articulation as all the clones at the time, all the hinges, the swivel hips. Nothing too new about that. In terms of accessories, just the DC-15 carbine, same one as always. It's a little bit more of a gray color instead. And he did have the Galactic Bow Game die, and then his own card. Has a lot of luck. That's a pretty high score. Yeah, you can see some of his Clone Legion there. I think he kind of has a hard time holding the carbine in one hand, so that's why I have him holding it with both. I think that's all I can tell you about Clone Captain Locke here. Definitely recommend them for your collection if you're a big fan of clones, unique legions, anything of that sorts. The animated line is just another great addition. Happy he's been part of my collection for all these years. Brings back a lot of great memories of shopping at Kmart, for example, and he's just a unique clone trooper. He's one of a kind. I do hope to track down Eth Koth at some point. Unfortunately, that's kind of an expensive action figure. And I think Captain Locke might be a little bit more on the pricey side these days as well. It's been a little bit since I've checked, but I know the few times I have seen prices for him, I was like, that's kind of pricey for what he is. But still, nice action figure regardless. But anyways, that concludes this review. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for playing more in the future. There's always more to come. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate your support, and check out the links in the description if you haven't done so already. And as always, thanks for watching.